Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to Rainy Day Guitar. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to play Call Me Maybe by Rae Jepsen. If you have not seen this cute video, the video is cute, but it's really cute also. The Miami Dolphin cheerleaders did it, and then the military guys over in Iraq or whatever, they saw it and they did a little spoof on it, and they put them, there's one that puts them side by side. It's so funny. You guys have got to go watch that. Okay, go to rainydayguitar.com and you can print off the words with the chords above it and all the little details and tips and things that will help you figure out how to play this, okay? All right, I'm going to play it through once, and then I will go back and show you how to do it step by step. This is a little high for my voice, so it's going to get a little crackly up top of the high notes. Just pretend, you know, that I'm a better singer. Here we go. I threw a wish in the well, don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. Wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot like wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase. Here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal, and at first sight it's real. I blew that line, hold on. I beg and borrow and steal, at first sight and it's real. Didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, so bad, so bad, so bad. Before you came into my life, so bad. You know that so bad. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, so bad, so bad, so bad. Before you came into my life, so bad. You know that. No wait, I always will this part. You know that. So call me maybe. Okay, that's how I would probably end that. I always blow the endings, like all the time. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, few mistakes, but hopefully you get the idea. It's really, really cute song, really fun to play. Tough to sing and play at the same time, but anyway, she's not playing, by the way, and singing at the same time. It's hard to do both. You try it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start on a G5. Again, you can go to rainydayguitar.com and print out this music, and I'm going to walk you right through it. It's super easy when you do that. Okay, So we are going to go to a G5, which I'm calling a G with a pinky underneath on the first string and ring on the second, and then just a regular G on top. For me, that's a G5 because I've added the fifth string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've added 5. Okay, so I'm going to pluck 6 and then 1, 2, 3. Now my thumb is going to handle 6, 5, and 4. My ring is going to handle 1, tall man 2, and pointer 3. I'm going to pluck those at the same time. I'm going to pluck 1, 2, 3, and 6, and then just keep plucking. Well, it doesn't say 6, but you could. It just says to go like this. But for fun, you can add that bass if you want to. Because you have to do that 16 times. It's hard to count to 16. It's better to count to 8 twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your intro. Okay, now we're going to take these two fingers, we're going to drop them down. This is what I'm calling a C2. Some people call it a C add 9, but I think that's too long to type, so and it's also a C2. I've looked it up and they're both, okay? So, because I'm adding the second string in that chord. So, but I've got the top half of a C, but I'm also going to go 1 and 2 just where they were on that G5. So I'm going to drop these down, and now my bass note is 5. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now I've got, you would think she would go 8 and 8 and 8 and 8, but she goes 8, 7, 2, 6, and 9. Okay, that's how many times you're going to pluck each of these. So I have put those numbers next to them. If that is too hard, you could get away with 8, except for the E minor. I would probably leave out the E minor if you did that, because you won't have room for it, okay? But the C2, here we go. So I'm going to do exactly what's written, and then you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so the C2, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I plucked the bass note. My bass notes ring, otherwise it sounds really choppy. You could, but I think it's more effective if the bass notes ring. I don't know what I did in the demo, but I'm making that decision right now. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go C2 8 times. So I'm going to let the bass note, I'm going to pluck the 5th string once and keep plucking 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to drop down to a D4, D sus4, which is my pointer. I'm just calling it a D4, but it's a D sus4. Pointer on the 3rd string. Leave these guys exactly where they were. My bass note is now 4, and I'm going to do 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to do an E minor 7th, which is open, and I'm going to go 1, 2. And then I'm going to jump up to that, back to that C2, and go 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to drop down to my D4 and do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you add up an 8 and a 7 and a 2 and a 6 and a 9, I think you get 32. You get a multiple of 8. It's got to be. So that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a multiple of 9 right there. Sure. Something like that. Yeah, it is. It's 32. Okay, so that's 4 sets of 8. All right. But the E minor is stealing 1 from the C2, and it's stealing 1 from the D4, and it only gets 2. And the D4 is stealing 1 from the C2. So instead, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is not what I heard. Okay, I clearly heard that E minor, and they jumped it in. That makes it harder to play, but also a lot more fun. Okay, so here's what it's going to sound like when you put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E minor 2. 1, 2, and then a C2 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to do without, I'm going to try to put the words with it. Okay, here we go. I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Repeat it. Trade my soul for a wish. No, I'm jumping too soon. Trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking at this, but now you're in my way. Can you kind of see how that goes? Okay, all right, here we go. C2. Your stare was holding red, jeans skin was showing, hot night, wind was blowing. Okay, so now gonna, on the D5, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mute. Where you think you're going? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mute. Where you think you're going? Yeah, because it comes in one beat earlier. So it's actually 5, because if I counted 6. Your stare was showing, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot like the wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Okay, so if you don't jump on where, you should have jumped a beat before where. Then if you do end up jumping on where you think you're going, whether you hit 4 or 5 on going, hit mute. Okay? All right, so it should, if you jumped in a beat early like you're supposed to, it will actually be 5 beats on the D4. Okay? And then you're gonna mute on going, baby. Okay, and then you're gonna go to your C. So that is the first part right here, and I've got the numbers of the beats of how long you're gonna hold each one. All right, now the chorus, here we go. Now we're gonna go C, G, D, D, E minor, those are our chords. We're gonna go C, hit, hit, hit. And I am just taking my hands and knocking, okay? In fact, I practiced so much, they're starting to get a little sore. So you can't do this too much unless you wanted to go like that, but you get a different sound. And I like this kind of snare drum sound that you get when you knock on your strings, okay? So here we go. Hey, I just met you. Okay, so you're gonna go C, hit, 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 G, D, D, hit, hit. Now what's going on is you've got these drums going in the background, and then you've got this kind of muted sound, and it sounds weird if you don't put some percussion in. You're just kind of hanging there in the air. So I'm trying to combine the drums and the guitar into one instrument. It works pretty well, actually. It's not perfect. It's better with a band and a drummer and a bass and all that kind of stuff, but we don't have that. So we're doing the best we can, all right? Okay, so we're gonna go C, hit, 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 G, D, D, hit, hit, E minor, C, C, hit, hit, G, D, D, hit, hit. Okay, and you have to jump. After you've hit the second hit, you're gonna jump in fast to that whole line, okay? So as soon as you, or the last hit, depending on second or third. So C, hit, 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 G, D, D, hit, hit, E minor, C, C, hit, hit, G, D, D, hit, hit. Okay, did you get that? Try it with me one more time. Here we go. This really helps to read it. If you haven't printed it off, or go get a piece of paper and write it down. Here we go. Ah, my nose is running. Okay. All right. C, hit, 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 G, D, D, hit, hit, E minor, C, C, hit, hit, G, D, D, hit, hit. Okay? And you're going to do that, yeah, 4 times. Okay? And then you're going to try to sing with it. Okay? But the one thing that you can't do is, remember how we jumped in after that last hit? When the beginning of each line, you don't jump in. You kind of hold that last hit half a beat longer, and then you come in right at the beat on the C. You're not jumping in too soon. Okay, so it kind of sounds like this: C, hit, 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 G, D, D, hit, hit, E minor, C, C, hit, hit, G, D, D, hit, hit, C, hit. So, if I didn't jump in on that C, I didn't go G, D, D, hit, C. I didn't. I kind of went G, D, D, hit, C, hit, and then you start again. So there's a little pause before you start each line. You're actually starting on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. You're kind of jumping in. Those of you who take piano, you're jumping at the half beat right before. Okay, so it'd be like 7.5. It's like the quarter note of the 60th, it's probably the 16th note or the 8th note, that's what it is. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I'm going to try to put that with the words. Here we go. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Second line. It's hard to look right at your baby. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Third line. Hey, I just met you. I keep wanting to hold out crazy. It's not, you don't hold that one out. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Fourth line. And all the other boys try to chase me. Here's my number. So call me maybe. That's the chorus. Now I'm right in position. It's super easy. I'm gonna put my pinky down and go to my G5 and repeat the intro. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, they don't just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They kind of kick all the odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. They kind of put a little stress on those odd numbers. 1, 2, I shouldn't count to 16. It's too hard. Count to 8 twice. Dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of what they're doing. They're doing a little pump there, okay? So you're going to do that intro, and then you're going to repeat exactly what we did, but with different words. So the first verse is the same as the second verse. No changes at all. All right, so I'm going to kind of go through that. Here we go. You took your time with the calm. I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. Beg and borrow and steal. At first sight and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding ripped jeans, skin was showing hot light, wind was blowing. Where you been? I always keep jumping in on where I should be a beat ahead, but pretend. Where you think you're going, baby? Okay, now we're repeating our chorus. This is all, once we've gotten this far, we've done just about everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything different. Maybe, but I'll just go through it. Here we go. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. I'm trying to not hold that crazy. Let's sing with mine. It's the singing that's hard. Okay, here we go. Third line. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. So call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Okay, so now, after we've done that, there's another set of words that goes with the same thing that I just did on the guitar. Okay, with the same stuff I just did. Oh, you came into my life so bad. So that part, I'm doing the exact same thing. Let me just walk it through. C, hit, 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 G, hit, hit, E minor, C, hit, 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 hit. Okay, and then that little pause of C, hit, hit, hit. So it's the exact same thing, just different words. Got it? Okay, so here we go. This is 2/3 of the way down right there. Okay, under the word chorus. We just did the chorus, and now we're doing Before You Came Into My Life. Here we go. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. You should know that. I missed you so bad. Okay, now you're singing. They have some cool stuff going on, and when I just dropped out, it didn't sound as good as when I held it with my voice. So if you're singing, I recommend that you hold the word bad while you do this little guitar solo, as long as you can, or maybe at least half the time, and then fade out. So it's going to look like this. Last line, here we go. And you should know that I missed you so bad. Okay, and now you're going to jump back into the chorus, but this time we don't start at the first line. Oddly enough, we start at the second line. Go figure. I don't know why, but it works. Anyway, so then we're going to go. Let's see. It's hard to look right at your baby. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. Here's my number. So call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me. Here's my number. So call me maybe. Okay, then we're gonna go and kind of repeat the Before You Came Into My Life part. Here we go. So now we're C. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that. So call me maybe. That's the end of the song, but it really is kind of choppy right there. And I've tried 3 or 4 different endings and nothing works except for this one. It kind of works. Remember, we don't have a band and all they're kind of doing something like, or they're kind of a G. It kind of slows down and there's some crash at the ending, okay? Anyway, we don't have that because we don't have some electrical, you know, whatever we're doing there. They've got all this technology and stuff, synthesizers and stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is after I hit, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna repeat my intro. You can either fade out. If you don't like fade outs, you could just do it 16 times and then do one more pluck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like that, okay? I don't like fade out endings when it's just me because it just doesn't work as well. And the crowd may or may not know to start cheering because I don't play for 10,000 people, I play for 20. You know, my family, my friends. This is why I'm not rock and roll guitar. It's kind of closet guitar, rainy day guitar. But anyway, it's still fun to play and it's still fun to use your talents and share them with your friends and family and, you know, smaller groups. I think I have played for about 2,000 people once, but that was really scary. Haven't done it very many times. Anyway, so, all right. Okay, so again, you can go to rainydayguitar.com. You can print off the words with the chords and all the how many times you're going to do this and where you jump around and all that stuff. Really helpful. Plus, I have pictures of the chords in case you're not familiar with those chords. So, all right, hope you enjoyed that. Such a cute, fun song. For more fun songs, go to rainydayguitar.com.